Sarah.
Oh, that's so cute.
Yeah, it's so different. You got a big one, I got a tiny one.
Yeah, I have a big old one, and you have a teeny tiny cute
Yeah.
one.
So this one actually has a little pair. There's
Oh, twins.
two small little teacups that were made by my sister-in-law and her husband, and they made them by hand because there's this business. It's so cute. What they do is you can pick up a kit with clay, with tools, anything that you need like that, and you bring it to your house. You have a little modeling date, little clay date, right? Then you bring it back to the business, and they'll what is
Fire
that
it.
word? They'll fire it for you. I
Yeah,
forget what it is, but
grill.
they'll make it so that it's nice and hard, and you can use it for drinks and all that stuff. So they gifted it to us, and it's so cute. You can't really see it in this one because the stamp is on the inside, but they did a little E&D stamp. One's on the outside, one's on the
Aaron
inside. Aaron and
Dan.
Dan, yes. So very, very cute. Yeah.
Very
Now tell
cool.
me about yours. It's so. What is it?
So it looks like a latte. It looks like a blueberry latte, but it's not. It's a candle, a
It's
soy
so
candle.
cute.
That smells lovely like blueberries. And there's even like miniature blueberries and blackberries that they made out of wax. It's made by a local company here in Levy because my friend Melina, who we met before, she just gave it to me Sunday for my birthday present. And
Aww.
she wanted to support a local business. So she went and found this business Kodu in Levy that makes them out of soy. They're beautiful, they're handmade, and don't tell anyone, but a lot of people might be getting them as presents this year.
Oh.
just keep that quiet. Just between us, right, Erin? Nobody knows. Hopefully,
we're nearing Christmas. By the time this episode comes out, it'll be closer to Christmas. So
yeah, so hopefully you won't be listening. Anyone who's going to be getting one of these presents.
Sounds good. Well, listeners, today we're going to be talking about our personal journeys as business owners. That's the topic for today. So we're going to be going through some things that we've learned along the way and things that you might want to apply to your own business journey. So whether you want to start a business, you've already started, you've been doing it for a while, but maybe you want to rethink some things, hear some other personal stories. So that's what we've got planned today.
Yeah, because we aren't just language coaches, we're also business owners, Erin and I. So we're going to talk about how we've created the foundation of the business, like really finding our mission, a shared vision, shared values, so that with our other partner, Catherine, and our coaches, that together we're creating something. And then we created a structure. We have defined roles. We have that shared vision. We're going the right direction, and everybody's doing what they're supposed to be doing, when they're supposed to be doing it, how they're supposed to be doing it, and that creates the walls. And then to do that, we have to delegate a lot because we can't do everything. It's impossible. So just how to build that trust and stop micromanaging so that you can work in your genius zone. What are you good at? Like, do that. So for me, it's the business development. So for you, Erin, it's a lot about creating new tools and resources for our clients and coaches. So it's really allowing us to do that. So that's what I think is going to be really fun to talk about today. I can't wait.
It's exciting because the last few episodes we've been talking about travel, and so now we're launching our last section for business
Right.
speak. So yeah, and as always, we've got 3 vocab words for you today. We've got legacy, overwhelmed, and onboarding. So keep your ears open, jot down those words as you hear them in the episode today, and have fun as usual. So you ready to go, Sarah?
Totally ready.
All right, your 20 minutes start now. So, Sarah, as Verbatim's founder, what led you to start Verbatim?
Well, I think it all started with this entrepreneurial legacy that I've been given through my mom's side of the family, so that even her grandparents started a cold cuts counter at a market. So back then, like, the market was the place. There weren't supermarkets yet. So they started the market, passed it down to my grandpa. so my mom's dad. And then my mom worked there growing up, and then I worked there growing up. So like when I was 12, I started slicing meat, doing some of the background chores, like doing the dishes, going to get stuff out of the cooler when we were out of
Okay.
school. So I kind of started really young with that. I just love the idea of like being your own boss, collaborating with people, working together as a team, and taking a risk. Like it's okay to take a risk and sometimes fail, and it's okay. You can just you gain resilience and you gain a lot of self-awareness and growth by being a business owner. I saw that. And my mom then, when she started working again after being a stay-at-home mom, she went into business for herself, painting houses in the faux finish. It was like the big 1990s thing, the
Okay.
faux finishes of people's houses. So when I was then 24 here in Quebec with a theology degree, and I was like, what am I going to be doing? I yes, I was helping in my church and I was doing stuff at the church, but it wasn't enough hours and it wasn't bringing any money. So that's why I started teaching English, because like, what do I have? What can I do? I was like, I can teach English to people. I'll figure it out as I go. So when I was 24, started teaching English for myself, and I've always been self-employed since then. So pretty much all my life.
Yeah.
So, and you, Erin, I think it's pretty new for you being a business owner. So how did you get there? And do you have any models in your family as well?
Actually, the reason why we moved down to Florida was for a business venture. My dad has always been working in the gerontology field, so the study of aging, working with older adults, helping them to keep their dignity as they finish the race. That's their life, right? And so we went down to Florida to create a living community for older adults. So I forget there's a word that my dad always uses, assisted living community, right? People who are a little more independent but need some extra care, right? So it's not like a retirement community. It's more for people who need a little bit more care. And that business actually fell through, but years later started again, and it's currently thriving. My grandfather is actually living there right now.
That's so sweet.
So
Okay.
yes,
That's wonderful.
yeah. So I saw kind of the ups and downs of being a business owner, and working with limited finances too, having to find investors, and kind of how all that comes into play.
But I don't think that was your main idea, right?
No,
All the ups and downs, like you said.
yeah, a lot of ups and downs. Both of my parents were very inspiring people, but I just never saw myself moving in that direction. I never really thought I was going to be a business owner. I didn't really have kind of those type of aspirations. But when I moved to Quebec, I knew I wanted to study in Quebec, and I realized that I needed to find some sort of skill, some kind of trade, so to speak. And so that's why I studied translation. And ironically, I took an English as a second language course, like teaching English as a second language, to see if that was a skill that I wanted to use. And I was like, I hate this. I really don't like this course.
How ironic. How ironic.
Yeah, but so I decided to go the translator path, and ended up working for Verbatim as a translator and then as an English coach, because I realized that coaching is different from teaching, and I could make the courses follow my coaching style, right? And also the learning style of the clients that I work with, right? It doesn't have to be exactly the way I was taught in that course. So
yeah.
yeah.
And once again, we're like the way that we've created Verbatim and like the way that we work together, it's really based on a community working together and not like a boss and a hierarchical system.
Yeah.
Like even our coaches or freelancers, when we give them a contract, they can say yes or no, and there's no repercussions. It doesn't matter. They can make their own schedules. don't even ask them when they're taking their vacations. We just trust them to take good care of our clients, and they do, and they do, and they
Yeah.
do, and they do. So
Yeah.
I think the same thing with collaborators. We delegate, let's say marketing, and you find someone that's like, wow, on top, knows what they're doing, and
Yeah.
sees the vision and
Yeah.
believes in us.
Yeah.
And you're like, okay, you're the right person. Then I don't have to think about it anymore. It's like, it's just getting rid of that part of my brain that was worried about marketing. So it's like finding that community of
Yeah.
people. I know we've talked about this before, and like how appreciative we are of our husbands because their steady jobs, their salaries coming in pays for the base so that we can kind of grow and see the potential of
Yeah.
Verbatim over time
Exactly.
without having that added stress of like, can I
Mm-hmm.
pay my mortgage?
Yeah, because I think what you're touching on there, Sarah, is the support systems that we have in place, whether it
Mm-hmm.
be internal support systems with our coaches at Verbatim, like you were saying, or whether it be external, like our community, so friends, husbands, family members, even that are encouraging and supporting us and helping to empower us in this endeavor,
Mm-hmm.
right? Yeah, not
Yeah.
drain us and discourage us, but challenge us to
Mm-hmm.
grow and learn from this process. Yeah.
And when we're starting to get discouraged, they're there to like remind us of why we're doing it. Like,
Yeah.
what's your why? What is your
Yep.
reason? Okay, remember when you started this? Remember when you got involved in this? What was it?
Yep.
So, and it helps me to come back to my why, and it gets me out of bed in the morning. Like, okay, I'm ready to go. And Sunday night, I'm already looking forward to Monday morning because I know that I'm gonna be like living out my purpose, like what I
Mm.
feel like my purpose is. So, like for
Mm.
me, it's like empowering others to do what they do best.
Mm.
I really see myself as an orchestra conductor where I don't even make any noise. Like I'm kind of I'm there, but like I don't make the performance. All I do is say you can go a little louder, a little okay, a little quieter there.
Yeah.
Okay, we're gonna that's a little bit off key, so we're gonna fix that there.
Because you
But
have the
the
big
music,
picture. Yeah.
I like the big picture, and the
Yeah.
music is beautiful. What we've able to create
Mm.
together, and it's not about me, it's about allowing everyone to use their talents to their full
Yeah.
potential. I think
Yeah.
that's for me. You know, so that's what gets me out of bed in the morning.
I love that idea of the orchestra because as somebody who's played in the orchestra,
Mm,
that's exactly what a conductor does. Like everybody is looking at the conductor, right? The conductor is keeping time. The conductor is bringing in the different sections, the different instruments, and the conductor has the sheet music in front of them that has
mhm.
everything, all the parts when it's supposed to come in, all of that, and so I think that's very very beautiful because yes, that is your role at Verbatim. So
Yeah.
very
And
cool.
for, and for you, what is your why, Erin? What have you discovered gets you out of bed in the morning?
Yeah, for me, my why is that human connection,
Mm-hmm.
and that human connection that can be kindled through language learning. So, as a language learner myself, I see how, for lack of a better word, empowering. I just love that word. It's very empowering to be able to connect through language with other people, whether it be for work or whether it be for your family, personal reasons, right? And to be able to lead my clients through that same process, see those aha moments like we were talking about with Melina, it's what gets me out of bed in the morning. It really is. It's my clients and the people that they're able to connect with through language and the people I'm able to connect with through language.
Oh, it's very beautiful. And it's so
Yeah.
true. Learning a language is not about perfection, it's about
Yeah.
communication. And communication for us is really about that human connection,
Connection.
bringing
Yeah.
people together because they're able to communicate together.
Yeah.
It's really beautiful.
Yeah.
So, if we get to nitty gritty now, is that okay, Erin? We're gonna
Yeah.
switch over. Okay, so we've gotten to our why. Now we have to lay that groundwork. We have our foundation as our why. It could be our values, our vision as well. But then we really have to create a solid structure.
Mm-hmm.
So you have to really put your processes in order. So, like your onboarding training. So when
Mm-hmm.
you hire someone new, making sure that the process is clear, as streamlined as possible, as simple as possible,
Yeah.
so that people can come in feeling part of the team right away.
Yeah.
And the same thing, like for our clients, like so from the time they hear about us for the first time to the time they go through the whole process of working with us and renewing with us, we want to make sure that's all written down and easy to follow so that we
Mm-hmm.
know where we are in the process everywhere and everyone's on the same page. We all know where we are in the process.
Yeah.
That's a big deal.
Yeah.
Um, and
And keeping things written like you mentioned, so that we have an idea, but also if one of us needs to be replaced for like a smaller amount of time, like for example when you were injured, Sarah, right? And realizing that we need things written down so that we know what everybody's doing in this process.
yeah,
Yeah, that's something that we've been working on recently. Yeah.
yeah, we wrote down all that we could think of. I'm sure there's a couple more that we still need to write down, but they're
Yeah.
written. Most of them are written down, and that really helps us. It also helps in delegation because you need
Mm-hmm.
to say, okay, this is what we've been doing. This is
Yeah.
probably going to help you give you an outline. Now you can do it and add your own personality to it.
Yeah.
Um, and what would be a good reason for you to delegate? When do you start feeling like it's time to delegate?
I think especially because I've taken on a little bit more coaching hours and the translation and the kind of um, the ecosystem. That's what we use. Yeah, the
Ecosystem.
ecosystem for Verbatim. I think realizing that I don't have unlimited hours in the day. I still need to eat. I still need to sleep. I still need to prioritize mental health, right? And so realizing that when I have too much and uh, my checklist is just like never ending, and I never get to the bottom of it, saying, okay, what are some things that I'm slower at, and maybe somebody else on the team can be more efficient
Mhm.
checking these items off and kind of just like letting go and saying, yes, they can do it. They've got it. They're more efficient than I am. Yeah, I think
Yeah,
that's
it's like
mine.
especially for me, it was accounting, marketing, other
Mm,
administrative tasks like creating contracts, sending contracts, LinkedIn prospecting. That really helped us in the beginning of Verbatim because it, well, not it's like actually 5 years in, but like the beginning of really how it took off was that during COVID, we started putting that money that had been going to my gas tank, going from client to client. I took that same budget and I put it into marketing. I
mm,
hired someone to do LinkedIn prospecting an hour a day that I would not have had an hour a day to do.
yeah.
He was doing that hour a day and bringing in lots of clients, some of which we still have today, 5 years later.
Mm,
So I think that you have to realize, okay, when I'm getting overwhelmed, I can find someone else who will like to do it because like for me, I do not like accounting,
yeah.
but Catherine, our associate, she loves accounting. So like just kind of saying, okay, I don't like this. I'm gonna start delegating those tasks first.
Because sometimes too, it's like you might have lower skills in something, so maybe you're not as efficient right now, but maybe you like to do it, and so you learn and you grow and you improve, so you have that passion that drives you to become better in that skill, right?
Mhm.
So like that's the other side, because I know that Catherine at the beginning, she was like, not really sure if I fully know what I'm doing, but I really want to learn and grow. And so, like, seeing her learn and grow and bring Verbatim to another direction as she's growing is amazing to see. And I think that's the next thing too, is figuring out what those roles are and figuring out what our shared vision is, like as
Mhm.
we go to what we're heading towards together in those roles.
Right.
Yeah, yeah.
Like a vision for me is like it shows you your direction. It's like a compass. It says, okay, we're
Mm-hmm.
all going the same direction. So it's something that we created together recently because I realized that maybe my vision wasn't being communicated correctly, but I didn't even want it to be my vision anymore. I
Mm,
wanted it to be a shared vision between you, Catherine, and I.
yeah.
And so we had a vision retreat. And do you happen to have your vision board close by?
I do. I
Okay.
do. And if you're, again, just listening, you can see it on our Instagram page. We'll probably put it on there later
So
on. This is my little vision board. Yeah.
we each made one, Erin, Catherine, and I, and then we figured out how we could put them together and make one huge one, like a collaborative one.
Mm-hmm.
So, and this is mine. I have mine close by too. So mine has like queens and our realms as 3 queens. That's how I like to think of us. So yeah, so I think that helped. That has really helped us define our roles, knowing exactly what we're doing, why we're doing it, and getting there. And I think
Yeah.
we're much more efficient since we've had that a vision retreat.
100%. Yeah, because our vision is like where we're going, and then the roles and responsibilities is how we're going to get there.
Yeah.
And so defining both of them has really helped us going into this next season.
It
Wow.
is cool. Oh, wow.
That was fun, and the time went by so quickly. So
Oh my
I
goodness.
definitely hear that timer counting down. So, listeners, thank you for taking the time to listen to us. I hope you were able to enjoy the anecdotes that we shared, the tips, the tricks, things that we've worked through as a business owners. So, I invite you to take the time to think through your own entrepreneurial ideas. Share your thoughts in the podcast. If you have any questions, let us know. And also check out the link in the show notes because we have a little sheet that we've created that's a brainstorming sheet with questions to get you thinking about your vision for your future business, your current business, finding that why so that you have a reason to get up in the morning, right? And holding on to that why when things get tough. Also, the 3 vocab words, remember, for today were legacy, overwhelmed, and onboarding. So as always, we'll have a crossword at the end of the season, which is coming soon.
Yeah, it is coming soon. So next time, actually, we're going to be talking about leadership. What is leadership? So I'm excited about that. So goodbye, adios, au revoir from Quebec City.
And signing off from Montreal, carpe diem, seize the day, boys, make your lives extraordinary.